Welcome everyone. I want to show you a technique that has been very useful to me in terms of practicing with the building up the strength of the muscles and resilience and capacity. And there are a number of things that also happen besides that. So initially I take a chair, but after some time I don't need a chair. So stand straight with your back completely straight, the hands on the chair, relaxing. And all we are doing is raising the heels up. Inhale, raise up the heel. When you think that you have raised the heel enough, stretch more. Rise up about half an inch more. Slowly come down. Put the feet down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. As you inhale, go up. Again. Exhale. Full extend. Let's keep going. 3. 4. Now, as you come back, put the heel down. You may lift up the front of the foot if you want to. Might be helpful. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Anytime you start feeling pain or tiredness, you may stop for a couple of turns and then begin. But initially establish how many are you doing before you start getting tired. 12. 13. 14. 15. Keep going. 16. As long as you can handle it, you do it. 17. Again, you are in the yellow zone. 18. You do not get to the red zone. It will start hurting you bad. Stop. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. I'm going to stop, not because I'm hurting, but I want to share with you something. When you do this practice, you're training not only your hip muscles, thigh, but calf. And all these muscles, they are participating in getting stronger. And when you start breathing well, it will continue longer. Now you can start with say 25 and go further. That's your baseline, supposing you are having trouble at 25. And if you're having trouble at 25, that's your number for today. You are able to do 25, let's say. Then what you do is you go next day, or you can do it any number of times during the day. This is very simple, and you don't have to have a chair. You can do it without the chair when you're stable. Do not fall doing it, but you can then extend and gradually extend. from 25 to say 27, go to 29 or maybe 30. That's your new baseline, 30. Then you go further. You can go 35, 40, and so on. Very simple practice, but a very powerful one. And the reason why it works is because we are training the muscles. You remember the oxygen supply. If there's enough oxygen, we create 36 units of ATP, the energy unit. If there's not enough, then you create only 2. But what happens to the rest of it? The rest of the glucose goes into an acid phase. That acid is generated, and that's how you start getting pain in the calf or pain in the thigh or hip, wherever the pain is going to be at the level at which you are practicing. Let's say you're going to 55, you start having trouble. That is when the acid is produced, and the muscles, our muscles, have a way to start using that acid. So we're training those muscles to also use the acid. And that is the training, building of resilience, building of capacity that we go through. I've used this extensively in my career to train people who have blockages in circulation. They don't have enough blood to begin with. And many times they talk about doing a bypass surgery for the leg, etc., whatever. I have been able to prevent many bypasses most of the time by these practices, because that is a good training for the muscle. That's a way to avoid getting Charlie horse, they call it Charlie horses, or calf pain or claudication, they call it. But more importantly, for the healthy individuals like us who are able to do this, I've had people go up to 150, 200. It's a matter of building up how we can do it. A very simple practice, but a very powerful practice. And you'll notice that when you do this at home, how often can you do it? as many times as you can during the day. It's nothing, there's no limit to it what you can do. And when you do this, you will notice that your walking distance, I used to call it claudication distance in people who are having pain, blockages, but your walking distance will improve significantly. Let's say you're walking half a mile. After you do these practices regularly, consistently, you will be able to walk a mile within a few weeks or so. But that's how powerful this simple practice is. Toe raises. That's it.